Hey, friend. It's been a couple of weeks and I apologize for that. My schedule has changed a bit, so I won't be going live here every Tuesday anymore, but I will be scheduling videos to premiere every Tuesday from now on. And if you want your live fix of me, please join the Abundant Universe Discord community because I go live every Monday at 11 a.m. with some motivation for the week. Today, I channeled a message for my community every Wednesday at 2 p.m. to drop some wisdom on mindful manifestation, healing, and more. You know, I have a lot of topics that I cover. And every Friday, there is a live podcast episode that you can listen in on and even participate in if you want. And that is usually at 4 p.m. Eastern Time if I don't have a guest or a panel. But enough of all that. It's not letting me switch slides. So that's good. There we go. My name is Elle. And in the next 15 or so minutes, you're going to learn why this is such an important time for release, even though there's a new moon tonight, how to use the new and unique energies of the Venus Starpoint in Libra, as well as the energies of the new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio to accelerate your quantum leap, some tips for navigating and releasing any triggers that come up at this time for you. And stick around until the end to get a few journal prompts that will help you release what no longer serves you tonight. But before we jump in, as always, here's my quick little disclaimer. I am always teaching from my current level of understanding, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, because you may have a different understanding than I do, and that is perfectly okay. Please be sure to like this video to get it in front of more people who would benefit from it, or even share it if you want. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet so that you know when I upload new videos. And now let's go ahead and dive into the Venus Starpoint in Libra. In case you didn't hear, we experienced a once-in-a-lifetime astrological event on Saturday when the Venus Starpoint entered Libra for the first time since it transited out in 1880. And the energy has been pretty intense since then because this is ushering in a full-on paradigm shift as we've moved out of the super masculine energy of Mars that the Venus Starpoint had been in for a little over 100 years and into the super feminine energy of Libra, which is also ruled by Venus. So that's where we're going to be for about the next 100 years. So we are entering a whole new era right now. We're coming out of the aggressive, ego-driven energy of Mars and into the harmonious, collaborative energy of Venus. And shit's about to get lit, guys. So in good ways, and I don't want to cause any fear or false limiting beliefs, but it is important to be on the lookout for some shadow shit as these energies transition, because this is a big, big change. So clear whatever comes up for you and give others grace during this time, especially if they're not into this stuff and don't really know what's going on with all these energies right now. So how many of you even knew this was happening on Saturday? Please let me know in the comments because I'm super curious. My guides did not give me much of a heads up on this one, or I would have been talking about it earlier, but I was guided to do an incredibly potent and powerful sacred love codes activation last Saturday. And it is timeless. So you can use it anytime to activate the higher love codes within you that are ready to be activated and help anchor them into earth. And it's available to patrons of my Discord community. So check the description box below to join us and access really all kinds of exclusive content. So it's growing and growing every week. So now I want to talk about the new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio. It's actually a partial solar eclipse, and it's only visible, from what I understand, in much of Europe, Northern Africa, and many places in Asia. So if I'm remembering correctly, that is where it'll be visible. So that means if you are in North America, like me, for instance, we will not be able to see it, but it is happening. So we have this intense Venus energy now mingling with the incredible, powerful new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio energies, which makes this the most powerful time to actually accelerate your quantum leap into your preferred timeline. New moons are usually a good time for setting new manifestation intentions, but eclipses can make this energy a bit chaotic. So my advice is to harness all this power to do some massive clearing and releasing so you can receive the manifestations you've already set intentions for. But of course, please do a new moon manifestation ritual if you feel guided to, because you should always listen to your own intuition over what anyone on the internet is telling you, including me. This is just my opinion of how to best utilize this awe-inspiring power that we all have at our service right now, but you know what's best for you, and your guides know what you're here to do, even if you don't. So just listen to your own intuition when it comes to this. But you can also join our live new moon plus solar eclipse clearing and release party tonight, or catch the replay if you're a patron of the community and you would like my guidance doing a release ritual. Again, those links are below. But here is my best advice on how to harness these energies for your greatest and highest good if you can't join us as a patron right now for any reason. This is a time for seeing through illusions. Some unknown truths may be unveiled and come to light during this time. And some lies may also be exposed during this time. Try to remember it's all for your greatest and highest good, even though releasing things can sometimes be difficult or even painful. Triggers may also come up at this time because of the Scorpio eclipse energies, as well as the law of correspondence and the law of vibration, which I'll be talking about in more detail on Friday during our next live podcast episode at 4 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to join the free community, also linked in the description box below, if you're not already a member, to learn about the 7 Hermetic principles and how understanding them can accelerate your manifestations, especially if you want to participate in the show. But anyway, think of the external trigger as a mirror for the internal energy or emotion that you are experiencing. Triggers simply expose the energy within us that needs to be integrated. And energy that hasn't been integrated yet can become a powerful, positive catalyst for growth when we work through it. So give yourself a lot of unconditional love and compassion right now. Remember that all eclipses create the potential for accelerated shifts and intense growth, but this particular eclipse has the power to really quantum leap you forward, which often comes with lots of realignments and revelations in quick succession, as well as a lot of shadow shit, like I said before, coming up to be cleared. But that is what paves the way for massive quantum leaps. So sit back, process the shifts, and allow the universe to do its thing. Just let it do its thing without trying to intervene. So really, it's a great time to practice being in your feminine receiving energy, regardless of your gender identity, because we all have both feminine and masculine energies within us. And you can even ask Venus for some extra support with all of that right now, because she's in power in a way she's not been in power for over 100 years. So this is a really amazing time to get in touch with your divine feminine energies and reach out for a little bit of help. So new moons are all about beginnings, and eclipses bring us an even greater opportunity for a fresh start. Plus, Scorpio is just an intense sign by itself because it tends to bring in emotional upheavals and, at times, shocking revelations. It's also known for dissolving old patterns and creating pathways for new energies to come in. So Scorpio is notorious for bringing the change we need for our ultimate growth and spiritual evolution, but not always in the most gentle ways. So just keep reminding yourself that it's all happening for your greatest and highest good. If anything challenging comes up, because this eclipse has the power to bring us closer to our destinies. So who's excited to fast track your manifestation and timeline shifting during the eclipse corridor from tonight to the full moon eclipse on November 8th, which leads up to the massively powerful 1111 portal. And I will be talking more about that as we get closer. So drop some fire in the comments for me, just emojis or whatever, if you are ready to quantum leap ahead right now. I want to see that fire and that passion in the comments section. And before I give you those journal prompts, I just want to remind you that you can join our Discord server for free to get access to my 3 weekly live streams, monthly movie nights, and occasional self-compassion code healing sessions and spiritual activations. Or you can join us as a patron right now and get grandfathered in at just $5.55 per month, or $55.55 per year, and you can get 2 months for free if you want to do that, because the membership investment is going up to $9.99 per month or $99.99 per year on Friday, as the value has already increased a lot, and the investment will continue increasing as the value does. And you'll also be able to join our live new moon plus solar eclipse clearing and release party at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Both new moon and full moon rituals each month You'll have full access to replay or even download all of my powerful live streams, including activations like the one I did on Saturday, super deep discounts that no one else gets, and so much more. And if you would like more guidance and support from me, I still have 2 one-to-one Voxer spots left for November and 4 in December. And I'm not even sure if I will be offering this anymore after that. But I do know for sure that I'm being guided to raise all the investment prices for working with me in the new year because of how much more powerful it's become just over the last few months. So this is definitely your last chance to work with me at this year's investment prices. So claim your Voxer spot or contact me below and I'll help you rewrite your belief system, reprogram your thoughts, and rewire your brain and nervous system so you can consciously create your optimal reality as quickly and effortlessly as possible for the rest of your life. And without further ado, here are your journal prompts for this new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio. 1, what are you ready to release for good right now? And I apologize if you heard that siren, but I don't have control over the sirens. If you join me on Discord though, there's this handy dandy thing called Crisp and you don't hear anything in the background. But anyway, journal prompt number 1 again, what are you ready to release for good right now? Journal prompt number 2 is, what have you been seeking external validation for? And how can you start finding that validation within? And journal prompt number 3 is, what patterns are occurring in your life right now that you need to release to move forward more rapidly so that you can receive everything that you've been manifesting? So I hope those prompts are helpful to you. Let me know in the comments if you use them and how they worked for you. If you're still watching and you enjoyed this but haven't liked the video yet, please don't forget to do that because it helps the people who want this type of content to find it. Share it with someone you think would like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet and ring the little bell icon so you never miss an upload. I will be back with another video next Tuesday, and I'll see you around the Discord community until then. So much love to you.